I was just at Evo Las Vegas last month for Tekken 8. I feel like I played the best I ever played, but I still wasn't able to crack top 100. I wasn't sure whether or not I want to make a video about this. For those of you who have been following my channel so far, you know I've been making videos at previous Evos. Recently, I went to Evo Japan a few months ago. I decided not to make a video about that because honestly, the content gets a little redundant after a while, and I really wanted to just focus on the competition and doing well. So I didn't plan to film anything, but this time specifically, I really wanted to show you something that I got. And here it is. I bought this at the Tenno booth for maybe like $140. How does that look? I honestly don't know where I would wear this besides like Tekken tournaments because it's quite loud and it's a bit funny, but pretty cool, right? Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys didn't come here to see this thing. You guys came to check out this one, which I'm very excited to show you guys. This is the brand new VM6R S30 MAX from ASI Indo, the company that makes the very acclaimed golden lever. This is a very high quality premium stick that I'm very glad to call myself an owner of. I am actually one of literally a handful of people in the world that own this among other top players. And I wanted to really make this video to show this thing off for those who might be interested in it, or just to show you guys what this stick actually really means to me in the bigger picture. What makes this one unique is the full matte finish on the top panel with the usual gold accents swapped out for black and carbon fiber parts. It also features an extended button layout, 5 additional buttons on top of the standard 8 buttons. That gives players even more control to assign whatever functions they want. Honestly, more power than any player I think really needs. These are really premium features on a controller that was already very premium. It also comes with ASI's new Golden Lever Pro. This is the latest and most premium of their levers with a full CNC body and a technology that uses tension over compression, as well as a new opening mechanism that allows you to access the grommet easier. They also told me that this capsule top is unique and limited because the little line there is thinner than the one that they usually make. So, I mean, I guess. The last detail worth mentioning is that this design is actually extremely limited, and I know that I am one of only a handful of people in the world, especially a non-pro player, to own this. In order for me to get this, I went to Evo at 6:30 a.m. to line up, and there was already like 20 people in front of me. On top of that, I had to pay a pretty penny, which I'll get into a little bit later. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very proud owner of this. I did not expect at all in my life to spend this much money on something that is my hobby, but I now kind of understand what it's like to get something that is kind of like the envy of other people. When I bring this to tournaments or I show this to someone, I always get a lot of compliments and it makes me feel good inside. So I guess I know what it's like for people who own like Lamborghinis or like Rolexes and stuff. I don't have like a ton of time using this stick. As you can still see, I have the stickers still on them a little bit right there. These are the gravity buttons. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about the Quamba gravity buttons that came with mine. I typically prefer gamer finger buttons, but I was pleasantly surprised about how crisp and nice that they feel, and especially with the LED backlight, it gives it that extra premium look. I know that the original VM6Rs are made from a palm plastic. This one is slightly different because of the matte texture, but what that kind of translates to is that when you press on this, the feedback actually feels really good. Typically, I don't really like metal sticks because the metal kind of gives a feedback back to your fingers and it makes you feel a little bit more tired after extended play, but I feel like I could play on this for a long time. The plastic is just crispy. That's not to say that this stick is gonna make me a better player and I'm gonna start winning tournaments anytime soon, but I do really enjoy the feeling of playing on this stick. What I really wanted to make this video about though was kind of the significance of this stick and what it meant to me about buying it. I've tried a lot of different controllers over my time playing Tekken, And it wasn't that long ago that I got into Korean style levers. I remember when I was living in Korea, going to arcades for the first time and trying Korean levers without really understanding the benefit over Japanese levers. It wasn't until I bought my first golden lever a couple years ago and convincing myself to spend $130 on it, the feeling of using something that just simply works so naturally for you. It's kind of like putting on glasses and seeing clearly for the first time. I went down the rabbit hole of trying to find different configurations, and before I knew it, I bought 3 golden levers. On top of that, Victor, the founder of ASI, made the entire bespoke buying process so enjoyable for me. He walked me through basically every part of buying a lever and made sure that what I was buying was right for me. It was like I was at a boutique. The more I learned about the world of Korean levers, the more I found other knowledgeable enthusiasts, people who even make their own custom products. Meeting people like Victor and Will and seeing their work ethic genuinely inspired me to get deeper into Korean levers. What started as a necessity for playing Tekken opened the door to a whole niche community of people passionate about every little intricacy of these levers. It's made me understand niche communities a little bit better, like golfers and car enthusiasts a little bit more, because even what these makers do is technical. It's kind of like art, and there's a whole community that's built off of these shared interests. It pushed me to want to work harder on my passions and interests, and I'm not entirely sure how to break into these communities myself, but at least I want to continue to share my journey on this channel. I didn't want this video to be just a review or a glorified commercial, because I think it's really easy to forget that it all comes back down to community, and that human connection is what really matters. Lastly, going to this on Twitter, I hosted an AMA for anyone who was curious about any details that I would cover in this video. The biggest question I got, and the only question I got, was how much was it? And to be honest, I'm a little embarrassed to say how much I paid for this, because it was a lot, but I am excited to tell you guys. Let me find it. ASI is actually going to be taking orders for this starting July 26th, which is this Sunday. So if you want to know how much it is, get in this link on Sunday. If you're watching this video after Sunday, occasionally I know that if a product is high in demand, they do kind of rolling pre-orders for it. That's what they did with the Golden Lever Pro. So I mean, if you guys are really that keen to spending that much money on a stick, this is your chance. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video about this crazy ass stick that I bought, the Lamborghini, the Patek, the Gucci of arcade sticks. And hopefully, you know, you can try out one yourself. It's really nice. Wish it was a little cheaper though. I'll see you guys.